Hey everybody, I'm Norris. It's September 25th, it's Friday, and if you're a landlord in California, you just got a brand new huge competitor. All that and more on this week's Headline Roundup. The National Association of Realtors reported existing home sales decreased last month by 4.8%, cash sales decreased by 22%, inventory increased slightly, and months of inventory stands at 5.2 months. We're now headed into winter, which typically slows, so we'll see how that goes during winter. New home sales jumped to a 7-year high, and consumer borrowing increased by $19.1 billion in July, and unemployment is now at 5.1%. Mortgage rates decreased following the Fed decision not to raise interest rates, so 30-year rates are now at 3.86% and 15-year at 3.08%. A recent UBS report looked at a basket of 122 typical goods and rental costs compared to other major cities and found, no surprise here, New York City was the most expensive city in the world. Chicago, Miami, and Los Angeles all made the list, and I lived in New York for 7 years, and one of my bathrooms looked more like an airline bathroom, so for what you get for that dollar is pretty offensive. The National Reverse Mortgage Lenders Association says the amount of equity seniors have in their home has reached the highest it's been in 9 years. Get a reverse mortgage. All kidding aside, the previous record was back in 2006, and honestly, with so much financial turmoil and our poor seniors getting really low interest rates, thank God the housing might be able to save them a little bit as they enter retirement. Colony America Homes and Starwood Waypoint Residential Trust have joined forces to create a new entity with more than 30,000 homes nationwide, and that's going to rival the leader Blackstone with around 50,000. So this will lead to, they say, about a $40 to $50 million savings, and stocks for publicly traded landlords just haven't been that great because they just don't believe that they're efficient at doing it because they're spread all over, unlike apartment buildings that they're used to seeing them invest in. So we'll see if this helps them. They plan to be one of the strongest REITs on the market. Zillow says despite nationwide price increases of 3.3% from a year ago, 27.9% of homes nationwide actually lost value in the past year. A little confusing. The East Coast and Midwest had the most areas with declining values, and it says Baltimore had a whopping 48.1% of homes see decreases. Now, I think this headline is really confusing and weird because if you look further at the table at the bottom of the report that I linked below, Baltimore actually only lost 0.9% in price. So it sounds a lot more juicy than this headline actually is. But hey, I read it. And you could read it too, along with all the other headlines at our blog, the norrisgroup.com/blog. What did we miss? If you're on YouTube, like, favorite, subscribe, and link to stories that you think we missed this week. If you're on Facebook, don't forget to like and share, and you could also post your favorite weekly headlines in the comments below. Up on the radio show this week, we've got Doug Duncan. He, of course, is going to be on our panel at I Survive Real Estate. Still sold out, but you can call to be put on a waiting list as seats become available and unfilled. October 1st, 2015, we'll be doing Inland Southern California Economic Forecast Conference. Bruce is going to be moderating a very interesting panel. If you're investing in the Inland Empire, you don't want to miss that. October 8th, we're going to be in San Jose doing how to make a $100,000 payday per deal in 2015. And we're going to follow that up with the very first we're doing up in San Jose, cashing in on a boom. For all you investors who are a little bit nervous, trying to diversify, figure out what's next, you won't want to miss it. October 16th is, of course, I Survive Real Estate, and the 27th and 29th of October is our very last property buying boot camp. You can always call in the office, Diana Barley, for information on that. For more information on hard money loans, including fix and flip, buy and hold, and new construction loans, check out the norrisgroup.com, or if you're looking to make some passive returns investing with the Norris Group, check out tngtrusteeds.com. With that, have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you next week.